I played Tellarknights today at South Island State. Used to play this deck back in the day, but obviously got support the other week, so I thought let's bring it back. A lot of fun, one of my favourite decks. So 3 obvious staples. Then you honestly probably could have played it 2, but I was running 3 today because sometimes it gets sided out. You decide one of them out to make room for some other stuff. 3, this new one called Lyran. This card's really, really good. When you normal summon a Stellar Knight or a Constellar, you chain it and special summon it from your hand. So you get your Deneb effect and then you chain this, so it chain blocks, so they can't respond to the effect you're trying to resolve. And then it searches a spell on summon as well. It's a really good card, good support.
Would you say that that's like one of the key pieces you want to get in your hand at the start? Yeah,
because there's a new spell that you can search off it, and you just need that to then extending and keep playing. So yeah, definitely key piece. 3 on a card line. This one sends one from deck to grave. Really good because there's a new one that effect triggers in graveyard, so you just want to just dump that boy in the graveyard. Opening up these 2 is probably the best 2 you can open if you're talking 2 card combos, I guess. You could open Vega and it'd be better, but we don't need to start hoping to draw 3 cards.
Did Stellar Knight, before the recent support, run into any graveyard effects before with its combos? Or was it
the extra deck has graveyard effects, but none of the main deck monsters.
Okay.
So then you got 2 of this new one. You could play this at 1. I found myself signing 1 copy of it out occasionally, but I got bastilled one game and then I realised you definitely need 2 in case you lose it. But what this does is when you special summon a Tellarknight or a Constellar, it specials from graveyard, and then on summon you can target as many cards on the field up to light or dark XYZs you control and destroy them. So you want to like XYZ summon a Constellar or Tellar, activate the effect on summon and then chain this. So not only do chain block your XYZ's effect, then this comes on the field and pops cards. So it's had some pretty good plays. 2 Altair. This used to just be like the best card free of, but now you really don't want to draw it, or it's kind of just like the worst one to draw. And you'd never really get around to resolving the 3rd one because this deck will just combo and you kind of take control of the game.
What changed for this card? From going really strong to...
You now have so many good other starters you want to see. Like this didn't used to be as good as it was because you'd like normal summon this, send Deneb, set call Haunted. That was the play in like 2015. But now that you've got this that you want to see as well, you can go into new things like the new extra deck card. You want to go into that first, and this just becomes not less relevant, I guess, but just less useful. And I'll show you a combo later where you see how you resolve this, and you'll kind of see where it comes into play then. 2 of this card. I don't know when this got released. I think it got released a few sets ago, and it was probably just irrelevant. And so it's just special summons if you control a Constellar. These are also treated as Constellars, which comes up. And then this just searches a Constellar spell on summon. So you got 2, this is a Tellar or a Constellar spell. This is just a Constellar spell. And then we got 1 Cyrus for recycling. This card's amazing. I was running one of this because sometimes when you do your big loop, you find that you're summoning one of these or these or these and not resolving their effect because you've already used it that turn. So there's an extra monster to get off the combo I'll show you, and just get an extra draw to draw into your hand traps, which there's a nice hand trap lock with this. 1 Vega because you don't want to draw more than 1. You just never run more than 1 of this. 1 Sheraton because it searches this, this, and this, and there's a combo with it with new XYZ. 2 Thrasher to just start and get that extra body on board without wasting the normal summon. So if you open this and just only 1 normal summon, you get your combo. So that's nice. Hand traps, 2 Ash, 3 Droll. Droll is the best one because it's a really cool lock with that I'll show you later on. And it's running these 2 cards here, and I'll start some of the spells with it as well. So if you make a Soul Lay and send this and summon this, this adds this back on summon, and then you use it to search this, and then you can special that because you control this and make a rank 1, which brings back a level 4 or rank 4 from your graveyard. And there's a real cool combo that I'll show you later on. And this is just in case you draw this, it keeps it live and it just extends your plays because it's just Monster Reborn basically. So that's the monsters and a couple of the spells. The rest of the spells are 3 Star Chart, and in all the lists I looked at, no one was playing this, but I happened to actually just have the Constellar base under my bed from just years ago and found this in there and thought this is actually really good for chain blocking. You summon your XYZ, activate effect, chain link to this, so chain block, so they can't respond. And if you can search it with the new Tellar and you can search it with these, so both of these can search out this So it's a chain blocker, and it searches a chain blocker and a draw. And when you Ptolemaios during their turn, it triggers as well. So you get a draw during their turn. 3 Skybridge. Searchable once again with this. And you can add it back with the new XYZ. And this is so good. Like, they Ghost Ogre you, you just chain Skybridge, you still get your monster. They Imperm you, you chain Skybridge, you still get your effect. And it does help you extend if you only draw 1 normal summon and you've got another one in hand. You just go into Vega to get the other one out of your hand to put 2 bodies on board. This is a new card as well. This card is so good. On activation, specials are Teller from your hand or graveyard, so it doesn't target engrave, which is nice. And then it lets you rank up or rank down over a existing Teller or Constellar XYZ into another Teller or Constellar of a different level, which is really cool. I'll show you the play of that later on. One of these, because you just lose to some stuff. One of these, because staple. And the 41st card is Alpha. Can't search it yet, which is a shame. Fingers crossed in the future they'll let us search it. But if you get that and you're bored, it's pretty much game. It's hard to play through.
Sweet. Yeah, show us, I guess.
Extra deck, and then I'll just show you some combos.
Just the strategies, like which ones you played a lot of today. And,
so you see your whole extra deck first turn. I'll just go through the combo.
Yeah, easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, the extra decks
whole...
would definitely probably see it, but I'm like, if you show us those key things that you really started to see working, or things that you think you would refine even.
So if you open these two, hopefully I can remove it and do something nice with this. We normal summon this, activate effect, chain this. So we dump to grave this new one. Where are you? Dump this, off effect, search a spell, search this. XYZ, this is in hand. For this new one, on summon it can target up to 2 Tellers or Constellar cards, monsters or spells engraved, add them to hand. I'm not going to do that. You could send something you wanted to add, but I'm not going to do that. And then I'm going to use its effect to detach one, banish from hand or deck a Constellar or a Teller, and then this is thing's effect becomes that. So send your 1 Sheraton. You add this. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, banish that, add that, special summon that, effect to search. Oh, not that one. Star chart.
All the while holding the other one that you just got in your hand still.
And then, I've still got 3 cards in hand as well. If we're going first, activate this, and you want to overlay for M7, which then triggers this, and you want to search this last and do this. So then you just thin the deck out a bit with the stuff you don't want to draw. So then you draw an extra card of Star Chart, and then you activate. And this special summon, doesn't matter which one, let's just get that back from grave, and then use its effect to rank up over into Deldros. And then you link summon, call chain link 1 Deldros engraved to special, chain link 2 to search, so you chain blocks so they can't negate Deldros. And you go into Altair, and then you search one you've already used. So let's search Lyran because you've already used it, because you can't use it. And Altair will bring this back. And then you link off again, and then you Deldros again, and you get out. If you've got one in hand that isn't the Lyran you search, because remember we've got 3 other cards in hand, sometimes you can Vega and then get the other one out of your hand. But we'll just...
What's the end goal here for you when building into this? Because a lot of people, I know, will be going, well, that's a lot of work. But that's fine, and a lot of decks will take that. But what's the end goal here for you? What are you planning ahead for? 2
Ptolemaios and Appaloosa.
Okay.
So you deneb into that, and then you Assault Lay, like it's a big combo.
Yeah.
Where are we? We'll drop. Special that to send that, and then it adds this back, and then you search with that for this, and you special that, and you make this, and you use this effect to bring back Deldros. And then you link with these 4. So your Appaloosa can't be destroyed by card effects off IP, and then you trigger Deldros again, and you go into Vega. And Vega special summons that, and then that will, because you search this, you discard this and draw. So we'll draw another card of that. And then you go into 2 of these. Oh, you want to activate that off the last summon, so then you've just got an extra material to special summon itself. So you end on that, you have 3 other cards in hand, and then you equip these with that on their turn. So then during their turn, you've got, maybe you've got Skybridge set or something as well, but you've got 2 of these which go into, these are your options to go into. So these will trigger this to draw, and it will also trigger Alteran from Grave to summon and pop 2 cards. You've got a 4 negate, you've got a bounce back if you choose to go into that. If you draw Droll and Lockbird, you go into this, and then when they search, you chain this, chain Droll and Lockbird. So then both players puts their hand back, shuffle up, and then you can't draw. So both players lose their hand, but you've already got established board, so you pretty much win to that with the rest of that, and that's like burns through the whole extra deck.
Sick.
But yeah.
And obviously that's like the best play, that like in an ideal world that's your best play.
That is, yeah, the best play in the ideal world. And you can recycle it all back with the recycler. I think he's still on deck. The target 5 shuffle back draw, and the new one adds 2 back from hand as well. So if you're worried about running out of extra deck, you do just recycle it all and keep playing. So yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do.
What was it like? What's another basic line of combo that you would start to use? Because or will most of your things basically easily rotate into that main engine there?
Yeah, there becomes a point where you realise you're like, oh, I can see they've got no response and I can get to this, we'll go into that. But other times you'd often find yourself going into this, trying to just gain advantage off its add back effects.
I'm just like maximising its effects right there because it's a new one and not many people are ready for it in the same sense.
That as well. We also can abuse it with the new rank up effect, like on this one. Sometimes you go into this, and this is 2+ level 4, so you can make this with lots and then overlay for that, and then this can even chuck that over top if you then want to go into something sooner. What the other player did was make this, overlay for this, attack, so let's say this has got 2 other material, and then there's a Zeus in here, but I had to give it back to Kez, and then you'd go over for like a Zeus with 5 or 6 material.
Right, of course.
So that was pretty strong as well, like last resort kind of play.
Yeah, nice. No, that's really cool. Like, well, for me, it's a new deck, that's for sure, because I haven't been playing that long. But for you, it's just nice to see new support for stuff we like, really.
Absolutely. yeah, it's nice to see your favourite decks kind of become viable, I guess. Won a side event today, but that's about it. Right?
Yeah, hey, it's winning.
So yeah, if you want to win a side event, play Tellarknights.
Perfect. No, thanks, Joseph.